Hey guys, what's going on? It's Kevin here, and today we are back on the World of Tanks PC servers. So we're actually on the common test servers, and I'm here to show you guys the Type 5 Heavy, the Tier 10 Japanese heavy tank, and it is absolutely enormous. I believe it's actually bigger than the mouse. It's such a big, brawly tank. Like, here's one of the smaller tanks in the line. This is the Tier 4 Type 95, and then you go to the Type 5 Tier 10. It's just so big. And it's such a crazy tank. It's actually, I think, the biggest tank in the game now. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna jump into some gameplay here and show you guys what the Type 5 can do. Alright, you guys, welcome to our game. We are on Standard Battle Cliff in our Type 5 Heavy Japanese Tier 10 Heavy Tank. Now, a few things I want to mention before we get into this gameplay exactly. This is a post-commentary gameplay. It's not live or anything. Another thing I want to mention is the armor on this tank. It's a very good armored tank, but you might see it get penetrated in some spots you wouldn't suspect. Against some tanks, you wouldn't really suspect it getting penetrated. And that's because we're on a common test server and you have unlimited gold and silver and pretty much everything in free XP. So do expect people to be running pretty much all gold ammo. So expect this tank to sometimes get those penetrating shots in where you really wouldn't expect it. Because everybody is using premium ammunition, well, except for me really. Maybe I should be using the premium ammo too, but I just really didn't want to because I didn't really care to. But yeah, do expect that. Another thing is, before we get into the gameplay itself, I'm going to go over the stats here while things are getting started here. So let me go ahead and pull this up for you guys. We're going over the gun stats and just the vehicle stats in general. Do note that these could change very easily considering we are in a common test server, common test gameplay. So do expect these to change if they need to be tweaked. Let's go ahead and go over the vehicle itself. It has 2,800 hit points, 150.6 over 160 weight limit, load limit. The engine power is 1,200, which is pretty nice. 25 top speed, 22 traverse speed. This is pretty important here. I know for a lot of you care about the armor. The whole armor is 260 on the front, 140 on the side, and 150 in the back. And then for the turret, it's 260, 210, and 200 in the same order as the whole armor. Now let's go ahead and get to the gun. Actually, you know what, let's skip that for a moment. View range is 400, signal range is 750, and the turret traverse speed is 18 degrees per second. So let's go ahead and go to the gun. It's the 14 centimeter or 140 millimeter caliber gun. It fires 3.39 rounds per minute. The average penetration for the standard shell is 249. Gold is 282 and HE is 70. Damage is 600, 600, and 770. And the accuracy is 0.4. Aiming time 2.5. And the weight is 5,600 kilograms. So overall, pretty beast gun. Very nice to have a good tier 10 heavy tank. Very strong. It's a very good gun and I like it a lot. You see right there, a lot of these shots I can make. Has good gun depression too. That's what I really like about this tank. For being such a massive tank, definitely a slower tank. Having gun depression like that is really nice because when you're this kind of tank and you're so big, and you're in these spots where your turret is so high up, you really want to try to get that gun depression go up and down over certain obstacles that other tanks can't even go up next to because they're just so short compared to you. When I was facing the other Type 5 right there and I shot at him, and I believe I think I bounced. I wasn't really looking. I'm going to assume I bounced. I really don't know the spots and where I should be shooting this guy, but I noticed that this Death Star moving up, so I just planted in front of him and outplayed him there, just got in front of him. I saw where he was going up, so I just moved up, turned my gun on the side, shot him. It was a pretty easy take on that one, and the team cleaned him up. But yeah, the Type 5 Heavy, I didn't really know where to finish him up. I didn't know where to shoot him, so do expect me to pen some shots here. But right here might be the one where I actually penetrate. It's on the little hatch at the top, yes. But yeah, I really didn't know where to penetrate this guy on the front, so I do apologize for that. I'm sure somebody knows, but for now I'm just going to go for the hatch at the top because it's a safe bet. But nonetheless, here we have a mouse and a few TDs pushing on the southeast side. So I want to try to get this mouse here and actually balance that shot. I was kind of surprised. I guess the angle might have been a bit more in his favor when I first saw it. I really thought I was going to penetrate that shot though, so it's fine though. It's not a huge deal. It just wasn't a good angle for me. So we try again here. And that one goes right through. So that one was a good shot there. And this gun does a lot of damage for having a pretty quick reload. I think the gun handling's pretty decent overall. Do note I have some equipment on this tank. I have a vertical stabilizer, I believe. Large gun caliber, large gun caliber, large caliber gun primer, whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about. And I believe I have the repair kit, something like that. But right now at this point, there's a Yak Pound Z100 here, and this is a painful shot here. Ah, missed it. Well, I hit him, but then again I bounced. I wasn't salty about it, but I was like, come on, Kevin, you're better than that. And I was like, oh shit, he's turning this way. And he hits me there, and he dies. So, unfortunately, I was able to go out with getting a penetrating shot into me, which kind of sucked, but that's okay. And then the enemy Type 5 was exposing his turret side to me, so I thought, ooh, that's an easy shot there. No point for going for the frontal hole compared to the side of a turret. And that's an easy penetrating shot there. 9-5 though, so we are in a pretty good lead in the margin. Pretty good margin lead, I should say. Another penetrating shot into the Type 5 Heavy now. And I really wanted to clean this guy up, but bam! I take a huge hit from something. I thought it was my teammate, because earlier there was like some team killers on our team or something. I was like, oh god, was that a teammate? Was that something else? Because I wasn't watching the chat to see what it was. And I'm like, okay, I'm not really sure what that was, but it shaved off quite a lot of my HP, and I keep walking forward here, looking for the Foch 155. And as I go forward here, something will pop up in a moment. Ooh, the Death Star. So I'm going to assume it was him. Since this turret is so big where I was before, I'm sure he was able to get the side of my turret and get a full shot penetrating. But the Death Star does so much damage, so thank God I wasn't in like, I don't know, like an M103 getting one-shotted. Fortunately, I had a lot of HP left, and I was able to survive. But now I'm very, very low. But it is 12-6, so I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do something a little daring here and try to rush forward and see what I can do. I really want to get the Foch 155 here. Let's see if I can do it. Do you guys believe in me? In my tier 10 Japanese heavy tank. Can I kill the Foch 155? I come around the corner. I shoot really quickly because I am stupid. And I miss. And then look who comes around the corner. I try to angle the armor quick enough, but it wasn't quick enough. And I get killed. So, just a little too excited there. I did quite a bit of damage this game. But I was just a little too excited to get the Foch 155. And I ended up dying there. So, I'm not going to end the gameplay here. I'm going to keep watching it. Just let it sort of roll through. It's 13-7. I want to see if these guys can win this game. And right here we have another Type 5, so why not watch him? Let's see how long he can last in this game compared to me. Is he an E50 here, or is that an E50? It's really hard to tell. The screen's really small. Whatever. I see that the Foch 155 is coming around. And I'm like, what is this guy going to do? Looks like the Type 5 on our team died right there. Foch 155 shoots. This guy thinks I think that he's not an autoloader. Goes out and gets destroyed. So I assumed he thought that the Foch was not an autoloader. Thought he was just going to shoot at maybe like a 12-second reload or whatever would be suitable for that gun. But that's not the case. It is an autoloader, and he died. At this point in the game, it's 13-10. And we have... Oh, there's so many of these artilleries on the common test server. It's so annoying. When I'm trying to play in my Type 5 heavy tank, so many of these French tier 10 artilleries. Oh, they're so annoying. Makes it hard to get the gameplay. But at this point, the Frenchie aims in and gets the Foch 155 to kill the other Frenchie. So there we have it, 15-10. Overall, a very decent gameplay. Just want to show you guys the Type 5 and what you can expect if you do end up playing it soon enough when it comes out on the actual servers. I end up doing around 3k damage or something. Overall, very good game, very fun game, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Do note things could of course change with this tank and its stats and such, so hopefully it plays better and different on the actual servers where there's no gold ammo being spammed everywhere. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, a like is always appreciated, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.